I've been in the business of developing medical respiratory devices for 30 years, having recently sold my company Versamed to GE Healthcare. The Alvio team has developed one of the most exciting opportunities I've seen in recent years. The CEO, Bezar Kush, and his team are an extremely creative group with a proven track record of over 20 products in the consumer market with 2 successful exits and a demonstrated expertise in gaming, user experience, and big data analytics. I see great things coming from Alvio.
How's it going? I'm Wilson-Wirth, and I'm one of the co-founders of Alvio. We've had a number of terrific presentations here today, so I thought perhaps before we get into the details of showing all the wonderful things that we've got going on at Alvio, let's do something together. Let's all take a deep breath together. And I mean everybody, even you in the back. Inhale, hold it, now exhale. It felt good, right? Unfortunately, for 50 million Americans, the simple act of taking a breath like that is not so easy. Like Leo here. Leo has asthma. Or rather, asthma has him. I say this because asthma gets to decide whether or not he can go out and play with his friends, whether he can go to school tomorrow to take an important test that he's been studying for all week, or whether his mom's going to have to cancel an important meeting at the office to pick him up from school unexpectedly. Asthma is the most common chronic disease affecting Americans, and 83% of patients and parents like Leo's are concerned about over-medication and are looking for alternative solutions. Well, turns out there too. By tracking your condition, your symptoms and whatnot on a regular basis, and exercising your lungs, studies have shown you can reduce the need for inhaler medication by up to 86%. 86%. I don't know about you, but I was blown away the first time I heard that. So it raises a big question. How come a kid like Leo isn't doing this tracking and this training today? Well, unfortunately, it's because these are the types of devices that are offered asthma patients today. Boring-looking medical devices, not connected devices that don't offer that tracking and don't offer that training. And they were state-of-the-art, but only if this was 1984, and it's not. Think about it. If you had to use one of these devices every day, how long do you think you would stick with it? This is why we developed Alvio. It's a breathing trainer that's been designed, built, and tested to international medical device standards. But to Leo, it's none of these things. To Leo, it's simply a game controller. Instead of using his thumbs, you control the action by breathing in and out of the device. And the games that we've developed, they're all based on clinically accepted respiratory protocols. Games like this one. It's the equivalent of weightlifting for your lungs. By inhaling and exhaling through the device, you move the character up and down on the screen, collecting rewards. And again, those rewards were placed based on medical protocols. There's even a dial on the bottom of the device which changes the resistance as you use the system. It's the equivalent of basically adding more weights to your dumbbell bar while you're at the gym. Then there are games like this one, which measures how hard you can exhale. Turns out this is a very important indicator in diagnosing the severity of your asthma. Just don't tell this kid. She's having way too much fun to think about that. Because it's a connected device, parents can track their child's progress more closely than ever. They can see how often they're using the device, what kind of success they're having, and they can see how their symptoms are tracking over time. They can get text message and email alerts if things start taking a turn for the worse, and potentially before an attack happens. So what does all this fun and games mean to Leo and his parents? Because it's fun and engaging, Leo is routinely doing his exercises, he's taking less medication, and he can go out and play with his friends with more confidence to know that he's not going to have an attack. And to his parents, they can track his condition more closely than ever. Parents like Leo's mom and dad are eager for solutions like this, so they're going to be our first target market. We'll be offering Alvio at $199, which will include the initial application. We'll also, we're currently working on additional games, and those are available. Those will be available for nominal download as well. We're working on advanced analytics and reporting, which we can provide to the users, giving them even further insight into their condition and how they rank relative to others. So focusing just on these 25 million patients in the United States with asthma, and even after discounting for things like income and other factors, we believe the market opportunity is over $1 billion. We're now also working with one of the top hospitals in the United States with our first clinical study. It's now giving us access to hundreds of children with asthma and their parents, and it's allowing us to perfect the device prior to commercialization. But as I said earlier, there are 50 million people in the United States with breathing challenges that impact their quality of life. We're now working with 2 additional hospitals looking at other age groups and other conditions. Conditions such as bronchitis, emphysema, and patients recovering from surgery. Collectively, these 50 million patients represent a market opportunity of this first product of over $11 billion. Now, there's no question that healthcare today is more connected and more personalized. And Alvio is poised to be the product to own the breathing space. And we have assembled the perfect team to execute on that vision. We have deep experience in interactive learning, user experience design, and medical device product development. Collectively, the 4 founders, we've started over 8 successful companies, and we've brought dozens of interactive and health products to market. And our medical advisors, they're the international experts that wrote some of the seminal papers for breathing training, for asthma, for bronchitis, and for emphysema. But what unites us all is we all have one shared vision, that Leo and his parents and the 50 million others like them are using Alvio, taking fewer medications, and taking back control of their condition so they can all breathe easy. If you'd like to learn more about this exciting journey we're on, please come talk to any one of us founders after the presentation. Thank you.